He says it wasn't him, and there isn't direct evidence it is. Maybe impersonator or just a coincidence. I'm gonna guess, and you got a quick lesson in libel and slander, and suddenly someone was like, by the way, you have zero evidence in this, and he'll be able to destroy you, especially in discovery, which you don't want. So you probably should drop this one. We have the confession. We have an actual confession. So now, let it be known that everything, if you go through libtard01's tweets, those are Jimmy Dore's tweets. That's Jimmy Dore tweeting, because he admitted. And also, so many of them are so sad now, because in hindsight, there's so many of them that are just like, oh, Jimmy Dore is the funniest person out there, you blah, 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 blah. Oh, you lib, you will never be as smart or as good as Jimmy. Later, Jeremy is going to be Malden. New Transformer series introduces its first non-binary robot. Oh my word. Nightshade's pronouns, are they them? This picture alone has just destroyed the Quartering. He's like, he does not exist anymore. Just because it's so predictable, I'm so curious now. I gotta look it up. He's going after Taylor Lorenz. Student loan forgiveness, midterm, also a few I know. No refunds. Oh, maybe he hasn't found out about it yet. You're safe for now, non-binary robot. Oh, did you see last night he went after Ben Collins and Keffels? Can talk about this for 2 seconds because it's pretty quick. Hold on, I got the receipts because he deleted some things he's known to do. So this one is fucking. I'd say pound for pound, no one is a worse detective than the Quartering on the internet. I don't think anyone, like I'd say amongst some of the best internet sleuthers, Matt Binder, we're gonna get to that, but the Quartering SVU, yeah, amongst the worst. So the Quartering tweets out, okay, well, Ben did reply, so it's only fair to share. Lol, someone just sent me this. Do I have a comment? It is libelously false. I did not do that. What am I, 12, giving money to a Twitch streamer? You give money to a food bank or your friend who has absolutely, you know, a weird disease at this age. No offense to Keffels, but lol, I absolutely did not. So here's the rub. The Quartering finds a video, I don't know where, I'm guessing one of his reply guys on Twitter attached it and was like, you know, Daddy, please do expose this. And it's a video of a Keffels stream where a Keffels stream donation comes in, and the person, because you can say any name you want, if you haven't noticed that about Streamlab, like when people donate money for the show, it's a lot of names. Sometimes it's Bernie Sanders. It's not the real Bernie Sanders donating to my stream. Bernie didn't pop in there. It's like, Lance! It's like, just, you can type in anything you want. That's what's happening there. And so this obviously happened to Keffels, and it could also be a hate donation. Like someone could pop in there and be like, oh, this will be funny just because I'm going to, like, you know, snipe them. This is Ben Collins. We're working in tandem, me and Keffels, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. But it's not, you've not proven anything by having that video, but this is his proof. Why is NBC reporter Ben Collins sending automatic cash payments to someone he's also writing articles about? That seems almost like an ethics and journalism thing. Ben, do you have any comment on this before I make my video on this? I'll need a reply by 10 a.m. Like, oh, got him. So the Quartering does what the Quartering do, and he goes off and he makes a whole video about it, posts it on the YouTube, sleuthing fucking the Quartering SVU. He's on the case, you know. Boom, 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 boom. Well, it would seem like Keffels. And so obviously he calls this out. The far right has spent the weekend concocting a very fun conspiracy theory that I gave money to a Twitch streamer that I covered. What am I, 14 years old? I'm old as hell. I give money to food banks and friends on GoFundMe with weird old man diseases. Think about this, people. Because yes, it would be very libelous to have seen someone, again, you can impersonate anyone you want, you can say any name before you donate, like maybe there are banned ones that Streamlabs doesn't allow, like Adolf Hitler or something, but for the most part, Ben Collins would be no problem. You could drop in here, type Ben Collins, and all of a sudden be like, hey, $10 dono, it'll read out something like, it's really cool that we are secretly working together behind the scenes, Keffels, or something like that. It's not evidence of anything other than that's a feature. Okay, well, I guess you got fooled. And the Quartering kept going. Ben, how exactly am I far right? Why not just reply and say it's not you? Why try to smear me too? Interesting reaction. Why not just tell me, Ben? Why screenshot the tweet and call me far right? I am pro-gay marriage. Support trans folks living their best lives. I'm not religious. Hell, I even show love to the furry community. I thought you were a reporter. This is disgusting. Again, he's memeing, because that's what the Quartering does. He's like a low-tier meme, and he tries to do this whole like, I can't be racist. I have 2 gay black dads. You lol, got him again. Here it is. I deleted the Ben Collins video. He says it wasn't him, and there isn't direct evidence it is. Maybe impersonator or just a coincidence. I'm gonna guess, and you got a quick lesson in libel and slander, and suddenly someone was like, by the way, you have zero evidence in this, and he'll be able to destroy you, especially in discovery, which you don't want. So you probably should drop this one. Yeah, probably should drop this whole conspiracy theory, which again you're leaning pretty heavy into, if we're being honest here. I got another great internet conspiracy theory for you all. This one goes over to Jimmy Dore. Sexual harassment. All right, here is the saga. I got the receipts. I got everything for you. Thank you once again, Matt Binder. The exact opposite of the Quartering in terms of research and, you know, sleuthing. For a while now, Matt Binder has been exposing the story that libtard01 on Twitter was actually Jimmy Dore's sock account. He has used a whole bunch of different techniques. He's found out that only the two of them were again tweeting from the screenshots of their phones using an Italian phone service at the same time that Jimmy Dore was on vacation, so it would have been highly sus. He's also found that little teeny reply all graphic that lined up exactly with Jimmy Dore's account because he hadn't logged out of the account. So we were all figuring out who exactly is this individual. And Jimmy Dore just confirmed out loud that it was him. So the Humanist Report writes, also think it's hilarious that you're saying my mask fell off when you went out of your way to defend Tucker Carlson's good friend Jimmy Dore. And then libtard01 says, people are finally finding out that Humanist Report is the white liberal Malcolm X warned us about. He keeps getting ratioed, but just like the squad, he doesn't seem to care who he sees. And then the Humanist Report, so glad you're using your libtard01 account again, Jimmy. We all know it's you thanks to Matt Binder. And here we have it. The reason I have to use my burner account to retweet you is because you have me blocked. You continue to tweet about me from behind that block like the true pussy you are, grim job. Today your mask came off and everyone sees you as the hashtag Blue MAGA and a huge asshole to boot. He admitted. He admitted. So now that we not only have, I would say before this, irrefutable evidence, as close as you can get to a smoking gun, we have the confession. We have an actual confession. So now, let it be known that everything, if you go through libtard01's tweets, those are Jimmy Dore's tweets. That's Jimmy Dore tweeting, because he admitted. And also, so many of them are so sad now, because in hindsight, there's so many of them that are just like, oh, Jimmy Dore is the funniest person out there, you blah, 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 blah. Oh, you shit lib, you will never be as smart or as good as Jimmy. So, that's, oh, that was retweeted by Jimmy Dore. Oh, Jimmy Dore retweeted that. Weird thing. But okay, so he's putting it out there. Now that we know this, we go a little deeper on the internets, and we go to Katie Halper, who is tweeting out, I'm trying to figure out an overall aesthetic and logo, and look for the Katie Halper show. Any suggestions? Not looking for free labor, just examples of pre-existing things. One idea I've had to put on my face is this. And Jimmy replies with, oh, libtard01, where are you? He's going to be at the very bottom of this. Oh, did he delete it? Oh, no way. I hope he didn't. I didn't Wayback Machine that one. I didn't even screenshot it. Okay, hold on. Well, there's screenshots in these. Okay, all right. There's enough screenshots. We're going to be fine. Oh, no, it's still up. Weird. Okay. And then Jimmy Dore responds with, I've got something you can put your face into. Zing! Zing! So, if you didn't know, Jimmy Dore has not only been accused of sexual harassment by Anna Kasparian, but has admitted to sexually harassing Anna Kasparian. In Jimmy Dore's assessment, he didn't think it was that big a deal when Anna Kasparian was working over at TYT, and he was making comments about her sexy looks as she would bend over and he can see her thong and things like that. Of course, at the time, Anna Kasparian was not comfortable with Jimmy Dore sexually harassing her and spoke out as much. And Jimmy Dore leaked a whole bunch of DMs between the two of them trying to get ahead of the story, thinking, well, you know what? I don't think this was that bad. Honestly, this is, you know, come on. Hey, baby, what's wrong? You know, why don't you go shopping? But here's another example of Jimmy. Again, because we now know confirmation that libtard01 is the account. Katie Halper again asking, I've got some ideas to put my face into this. Him being like, I've got something you can put your face into. Zing. So, if you want to have fun, there is now a mountain, a treasure trove, if you will, of Jimmy Dore tweets out there, the secret ones, both in the first, third person. There's some POV. There's some obviously, Jimmy Dore is the greatest human being that ever lived style stuff. Jimmy Dore is the funniest comedian that ever lived. Jimmy Dore is never once experienced erectile dysfunction. That kind of stuff. That's all out there for you to find. You can sleuth, go enjoy yourselves, see what treasures lie beyond. Also, once again, shout out to Matt Binder. Good job on finding all of the secrets.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Juste, we shall spend many a generations building mighty cathedrals in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your oafish jesters, here to offer you a laugh at any opportunity. To our brave knights of the Round Table, Rachel K., Izzy Solidarity, Victoria Bell, Sebastian Demel, Mark Harmon, Benji Arney, Scary Earth Human, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood, Everything Important, Hegbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Doug Cady, Daniel Sutton, Jenna Tao, Dark Puppy, Quiet One 85, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, Multimondi, Trevbot EXE, Brian Ephraim, Anthropophojak, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, Ralph Parler, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Todd Buckingham, and Todd La Jeunesse. We salute our valiant heroes off to fight injustice everywhere.